Alright, so we've finally done it. Refraction Railway 6 has been completed. As you see there, 103 turns. There it is, all done. Now, I'll show you very briefly. Here's all the damage stats, blah 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 blah. Of course, House of Spiders Ryoshu is top. She's the best ID in the game. Arguably, okay. But this is about her. This is about me actually being good at the game. Anyway, ignore that joke. So here we are. Here's all the teams we used, section 1. We've got some notes as well written down, but see here, sinking, use the middle team, really funny mirror match. Yes, more on that in a moment. More on the Heishu's in a moment. And finally, this team. Just because it's this team, what do you expect? It's going to be good. So, all that said, we've even got the details here. We took this. I want to talk about section 5 in particular. I want to talk about section 5. Because Section 5 was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Yeah, we 2 cleared it, by the way. It is what it is, whatever. So we got some notes. Alright. Refraction Railway. I want to start off by saying there is one huge flaw in this entire railway. And that is the ends of Section 2, 3, and 4, which, as you saw here, you get to pick these buffs, or these nerfs, for the final boss. But to get them, you have to waste a turn, and I don't know for certain, but I think it's 2 turns. Okay, you deplete the shield, then you get to select the buff, and then it goes to another turn, so I'm not quite sure. Also, I took 42 turns. More on that in a moment. So, I've got some notes here as well. Oh, important note, by the way. This is not a low turn clear attempt. Okay? This is me we're talking about. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to attempt it, absolutely, because I know I can do better than 42. It was 46. I fucked up, so it's 42 again. But yeah, you really think I'm that good at the game? You silly bitch. Now then, let's get into some of the notes. Obviously, these are my opinions, by the way. It's going to be different. Oh my god. Who could have seen that coming? Opinions on the internet. Don't be too scared. So, section 1. It's easy, nothing really worth talking about. It is what it is. I guess we talked about it. So section 2, that's where I realized something. I realized, oh my god, I'm not built for this shit. So, we got a Taste of Our Medicine. We got the Heishu's. This is in wave 2. Now, there was some bullshit with Tears of a Tarnished Blood. This is where I first used, what's it called? Purgatrio? The one that lowers or halves the enemy's movement speed. That was the only way I could do that, then you just bum rush Honglu. Totally fine. Malfaust can't do shit because fuck Malfaust. But it was Yinglong. Okay? I like the design of Yinglong. I think Yinglong looks really cool. I think it's a boring ass boss though. It just felt like way too long. Way too long. Saying that though, I think 23 is a reasonable clear, all things considered, especially with the bullshit going on. Yes, I retried multiple times. Yes, I got my ass beat. Yes, it was still kind of fun, believe it or not. I put there, it's called an opinion. He was just boring though. That's all it is really. That argument stopped, by the way. Glad to see that. We're on to section 2. No, section 2. Section 3. Okay, and this was where things get really divisive. I've already put here, there was nothing worth noting in my opinion. But I still did it anyway, so I guess we can just remove that. It was a gimmick fight. And guess what? The gimmick was fun. I actually had fun with it. Do you know why? Because I read what the passives do. I read what the gimmick was. But there, if even I can read the passives, so can you. But you just don't, didn't you? You decided, you know what, I'm just gonna steamroll it with Heishu's, House of Spiders, blah blah blah. Not me. I chose the middle because I thought it'd be really funny. And guess what? It was kind of funny. It's like a weird back and forth of counter spamming counter. It's like 7 Deadly Sins, but actually good. You actually dislike the wrong thing about Section 3 bosses. Okay? I put it there as well. Prickenheim was right there. That's right, Hohenheim. That boss. Big old dick. I don't mind him. I think it's, yeah, whatever. I used the middle, so I just, spammed envy res counters and just went nuts. Is where it is. Middle Otis, top 5 ID in the game, by the way. Yeah, the middle 2 were easy to play around. Hey, the middle team basically stand there being like, hey, hit me. Hit me. And so you hit someone else. You hit the one who's it. Now, granted, one of the skills, I forget what it was. I think it was called Outplay Scissors. Basically, you have to lose the clash, which, believe it or not, is quite easy to do. It's called Sinclair's Skill 1. So, it's not really that good. But yeah, you beat that, it actually heals you, gives you all the buffs. You go from there, okay? Just, quite literally, just read. It is a reading check. Unfortunately, it's where the fun stopped. Because we move on to Section 4, and we finally meet Hitler again. Now, big old Hitler joke. Everybody loves them. It was straight up BS with one of her moves. Okay, one of her moves was straight up BS. In fact, I've got a reaction here. This is before I had a haircut. I won that clash, by the way. I won that. She did 602 damage, and guess what happened after this? I believe 3 to 4 of my sinners died. I was using the hay shoes, by the way, which probably was a mistake. I should have used House of Spiders team, but here we are. You know, I fucked up. Is what it is. I'll probably go back and try the hay shoes again. Like I said, I know I can do better. But it was more so the Callisto fight I had an issue with. Shiobi was just a big old damage check and, you know, play it straight. In fact, thanks to Cilia, you can see there, very glot-pilled, we actually have the move right now. Where was it? That was it. Uttermost Rend Space String Severance. Okay? So you've got that. And in fact, here's what the move does. You can clash with a skill regardless of speed. The shooting cannot be staggered until the skill ends. You can also just pause the video, fast forward it. You already know what the skill does. It haunts your memories like I do. Welcome to, you know, Hitler's final move. So yeah, it does all this. It was just a unbreakable coin. Like, after Ridge. One of the big issues, I think this could actually be mitigated by having more of her yellow skills. I forget what they're called. All I know is, when you clash with them and you win, it halves, rounded down, it halves blade trail amount on you. Or on the sinner that wins the clash. But there's not that many to go around. So by the time she's doing that skill, someone's getting fucked. Without lube. With a sword. It's not that good. Yeah, so as I said here, I personally messed up with the Callisto fight. That was just, I should have offset his evade, and I didn't do that. So for like 2 turns, I think it was 2-3 turns, he evaded a good chunk of damage, which kind of set me back. But I was also at a point where, I don't care, as long as I get below 46, I'm totally fine. Now 46 is where I really fucked up. That was it, I just wanted to know that I could do it, and guess what, I could do it. I'm gonna put Reen is Reen. Okay, this is where things get interesting. This is where things might get a little bit spicy, kind of like a jalapeno. I actually liked he had new attack patterns. Okay, unlike Shiomi where they decided, you know what, here's the worst move you're ever gonna have to face. They turned around for Reed and said, okay, here's some really cool skills, or a new attack pattern. It was nice. What was it called? The Remember the Sweetheart skill. Not in the game. Oh, it's not in this railway. It's great. You love it. Now you don't have to you're not forced to use Ryoshu. Here's what it is. You probably played this, you know what I'm talking about. I thought it was fun. Reen just basically plays the same way as Reen. So if you've watched any showcases, if you've seen or participated in any of gameplay yourself against him, you know what he's going to do. You don't have to play around it. Really nice, really simple, really easy. And that's really what I've got to say. I actually liked, believe it or not, of all 3, I enjoyed Reen the most. Which is weird saying that out loud. Also, I've not put it here, but Albina was just really annoying. I don't know why, she just is. I think it's supposed to do with the assist defense still proccing. So, it's weird managing skills, but it's manageable, it's blah blah blah. We're in section 5, which is what we've just done here in 18 turns of the second try. But there, it was alright. It was a reading check. This is what I mean by it was alright. This was one of 4 Echo Shears. I actually got another one that was being 1,806 damage, I want to say. Yeah, Ryoshu. And in fact, just to really drive home, the team we were using, I mean, you probably saw it, but just so you can see it again, it was this team. I probably should have gone with Fire Fist because I did run out of burn count. Which, once again, this is one thing I love about this Ryoshu. She does something with burn that isn't Magic Bullet. Because I'll be honest, I don't like Magic Bullet. But once again, this opinion is out there on the internet. Oh, don't get scared. The fact she spends burn count, the fact he's really good at generating burn count, and he spends it himself and refunds it. As well as just having some really good, strong burn IDs. Case in point, Heathcliff. And Roger's there because, believe it or not, you can get this passive for Sanguine Desire, which I don't have equipped, but just trust that I had it. But yeah, overall... I mean, oh shit, the team is right there. Yeah, I'll show you the teams again. So this guy should have been Lamp Gregor, but my Lamp Gregor is only up tie 3, and he has 2 envy skills. I know Lamp Gregor is slower, and he's always going to go last, so he's still going to be envy res, but it is what it is. It's fun. It is hey shoes, blah blah blah. I've not really got as much to say. Does anyone have anything they want to add? I put there, just use House of Spiders Ryoshu. Genuinely, I'm going to go back. I'm going to try it with someone else who isn't House of Spiders Ryoshu. But does anyone have anything they want to add? Or are we done here? Because it's a nice short review. Look, was it difficult? Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. This is the main thing I want to take away. Okay? Finally, and not in a bullshit kind of way, but finally, not like a refractory way, we have actual hard endgame content, which people wanted for the longest time, and we got it. And what's the first thing people did? Oh my god, this is too hard. What do you want? Do you want endgame that's easy, endgame that's hard? Do you want the endgame to just clear itself? What do you want? We got it. You don't have to partake in it. It's called endgame for a reason. I got 103 turns because, believe it or not, it was hard. So if you set the attack of Night Owl, is actually really useful towards the end. That's like a couple of 100 extra damage. Yeah, exactly. Like, I actually up-tie 4 Night Owls for that exact purpose of, holy shit, way more damage. He's been on my to up-tie 4 list for the longest time. I'm just... Like, let's be honest. The sweaty meta gamers out there are gonna look at 103 turn count and go, please. I'm happy with us. I'm proud of it. I cleared it. I can say, hey, look, I've cleared it. Now, well, what am I gonna lose by going back and trying to get lower? I've already done it. Granted, I have to fight Yingling again, so that's gonna be... It's gonna be cool. Yeah. Low-key, this team is a sub-70 win. That's gonna be next, actually. No, straight up, I want to retry. Where was it again? I want to retry Section 4, because that 42, it's still bugging me. That could have been 38. I generally think that could have been 38. Once again, it just ties back to as well. If you want, you can do this. Just pretend it's like 3 turns less, just because that should not count as a turn. Let's be honest, that shit should not count as a turn, but it does. Overall, it's difficult. It's fun. It forces you to not only read, but actually play the game. You can't just press P-Enter. I mean, some people probably could out there, but... Hey, RNG, that's what else was going to happen. That being said, we're going to try and do some... We might do some showcases, who knows? That sounds pretty fun, actually, doing some showcases. We might actually try that. Yeah, I'm going to go back. Probably, like Chase, I'm going to try and do a sub-70. I'm actually going to try and get lower. I think after this, I'm going to do this offline. I'm going to try and get lower than 42. Or we just restart the whole thing. That sounds pretty fun. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Refraction Railway. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? Why haven't you subscribed yet? Oh, all great questions that needed answer. So comment and like. Anyway, that said, catch you in the next one. Peace, love and happiness. Stay refreshing. Also, fuck Xiaomi. You know what? I've decided I'm not fucking done yet. Okay, I wanna gush about this boss. Okay, I wanna gush about Iago, right? Like you're saying there, silly. Like you're saying there. Reward you for actually having to play the game. And it's why I really like this idea of like, okay, in the future, huge spoilers for the Refraction, by the way, but ooh, you've seen that coming. Because you already gain buffs throughout the railway, right? So it's already a bit of a disadvantage, but there it is. That's the whole future stack. The fact it can change from either or. Depending on which is bigger, it gains it swaps the statuses, which there we go. Turns to the highest stacked state of time between in the past, in the present, in the future. And best of all is you can manipulate and You just manipulate which one it's going for. Which, by the way, I do think... I know this is what you probably didn't see because I already beat it. I might get up some footage of that. Yeah, fuck this thing. I messed up on this because of it heals on bleed, and then I used Sanguine Desire. So guess what kept healing every time it had a stack of 49 bleed on it? Go ahead, take a wild guess. But it's already at disadvantage, and then... Like, all these are cool. Alright, real quick as well, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this fucking thing. This is what prompted me to be like, oh shit, I should probably read what this does, because this fucked me up. Like, a hell of a lot. But every single skill is just... It reads like a lot. Pretty fair and balanced, all things considered. As long as you engage with the mechanics that reward you for engaging with it. And I think that's just brilliant game design. I think it's brilliant boss design. I would like to see more. Instead of, and let me go find it real quick, because I got rid of it, because it sickens me. Instead of bullshit like this, that says, oh, you wouldn't a clash. Haha, die. Once again, fuck Xiaomi. Thankfully, Hitler's dead though, so that's cool. Right, that's it. Counterpoint, Butterfly is pathetic. There's literally nothing once you get this mechanic going. Young still poses a bit of a threat even if you engage with him. Okay, I will say this. I will concede one thing, okay? I can see the appeal of Yinglong for that reason. Because like I said, like you've said there, if you're able to just manipulate which state it's going for, play around it, totally fine. Then the boss is a lot more manageable. Yinglong just says, I'm going to use a big move now. Best of luck. It's just like, hey, good luck, Chief. I hope you live this one. So I give it, I don't know, I just think, hell, even, what's her face? Even Will You Play? Really big fan. I'd liked the gimmick. If I actually thought it was a really fun gimmick, I would like to see more of it. Anyway, this is the gimmick, by the way. Yeah, straight up just read. Genuinely, just read this. It tells you how to win the fight. How's it? This fucking thing. I don't think that should count as a turd or two. Then Hohenheim's Hohenheim, but get this fucker off my screen now. That said, once again, we're just gonna go in, we're gonna try and have fun, and, you know, let me know how you find it. Anyway. Oh shit, who's it?